Hey, howdy. Welcome back to the Hardcore podcast. This is episode 97, and I'm your
Yes.
host, Christopher Norwood.
And I'm your host, Robert Melton. Robert Melton.
Robert Melton. My name is Robert Melton.
Or Robert Tim, which is what people say when they see my screen name online.
What is it?
This is Robert LM4 for like
Mhm.
my screen name.
Mm-hmm. So
But
what do they say?
They think it's Tim at the end of it, like Robert Tim,
Oh,
which
okay.
doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
And obviously the L is,
Silent.
well, it's like lowercase, so it looks taller than an I would. Unless it's a capital I, which would be weird. So why the
Mhm.
fuck would you think it would be Robert Tim? I don't know.
People
yes.
are weird, man.
This is episode 97. And we got some stuff to talk about. We actually predicted some things last week that came true.
Yeah, I think it was more so you. I was just there for the ride.
Yeah.
I think I was just kind of in agreement.
Yep.
But yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Right after these messages.
Your beard's weird. Let's talk about it.
Okay, but you're in GK.
I'm the rap devil.
Yeah.
Kill
Okay,
shot.
so yes. Speaking of kill shot, it seems that Sony has shot themselves in the head with a
Mhm.
video game called Concord, which we talked previously about last week. And we did predict that kind of. I mean, we stated that they should just shut it down or revert it to like a free-to-play type thing. But yes, the video game Concord, Sony spent apparently, because Ken and I were looking into it because I was telling him
Mhm.
about it, our buddy Ken, and he didn't even hear about it. He was like, I've never even heard of this game. And I was like,
really?
I mean, I probably wouldn't have heard about it, but obviously we do a video game podcast,
Yeah.
and we watch like all the award shows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and all the panels and whatnot.
We try and stay on top of things.
Yeah. So that's how we heard about it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And I had also shown him that anthology series. And I'm wondering if they're going to scrap that episode or not, because Concord is an episode within that anthology.
It's a good point. I feel like
they'll probably keep it in.
I just think you should keep it in and be smart about it and almost like make a meme out of it.
Yeah. But my thing is like, okay, so they shut this game down. Well, okay, so today is September 5th. When this comes out, the game will already be shut down. You won't be able to play it. And tomorrow, September 6th, is when they're shutting down the servers, so you will not be able to play it. You probably aren't even able to buy it right now.
Damn.
But the good thing is Sony is issuing refunds for everybody who bought the game, all 20 people, realistically. Being generous here, it was probably around 3,000 people
That purchased the game.
Yeah, so the top player base at like the peak player base was 697 to be exact on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
I would assume that would probably be doubled on PlayStation, just because most people have consoles, just casual gamers. So being generous, doubling that would leave it about 3,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
And just to put that into perspective, that's like maybe $95,000 they made. That's barely enough. Say you're paying a programmer for the game $50K a year,
Mm-hmm.
barely enough to pay 2 salaries.
Mm.
And can you imagine how many people actually worked on that game?
Right. Damn. I'll tell you what, I hope developers are making more now.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on where you are and what your actual job is
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would hope so, because that would be like an entry level position, I feel like.
Because that's probably closer to just paying off like one developer, like one person's
Yeah.
salary versus two.
Yeah.
which makes it even more nuts.
Yeah, but it definitely makes sense for them to shut this down
Yeah.
because they quite literally made no money off of it in comparison to what they spent.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the best way to take an L is to at least refund
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah, that's definitely a good thing. It sucks for the people that really enjoyed the game. I looked yesterday, and they had 40 people playing online.
Damn. It also sucks, obviously, for everyone that worked on the game. But I seen this clip the other day, and it was this woman going into a game store, and she was so excited when she seen the physical game. She's like, "I actually did some voice work. Like I worked on this
Oh,
game."
no
She was so
way.
proud, and like the guy was like, "Oh man, let me hold the game up. Let me get a picture with you." And I was like thinking to myself, like, "Oh man, that really
Dude.
sucks." 'Cause she was just like genuinely excited. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh fuck,
That didn't age well.
sorry, sorry, so
I mean,
sorry."
honestly, though, to have a copy of that would be pretty epic. Like 20 years from now, like that's
That's gonna be like one of those highly collectible
yeah.
games.
Like
Collect
you
games, 'cause
wouldn't be able
there's
to
not
play
many.
it because it's
Yeah.
obviously online only.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a story mode or anything as far as I'm aware. But just to have that, it would be a really cool collectible.
Like I think of those. I can't like name off one at the top of my head, but I know there's like multiple PS2 games and GameCube games that just didn't do well.
Yeah.
But because of that, there's just so many limited copies. But
Mhm.
if like you wanted one, like obviously if you got it, it would be a shitty game, but it's like hundreds of dollars
Oh yeah.
just because how rare it is.
Yeah.
So I imagine like Concord with 20 years, 10 to 20 years would probably be the same.
And it's got a lot of history behind it now. It's like the biggest flop in video game history. Like $200 million to be out for 2 weeks,
Damn,
which is
Yeah,
fucking crazy, dude.
that's so nuts.
But yeah, I'm hoping what they do is that they just rework it to where it's a free to play game. Like, don't scrap it altogether. I feel like that would just be so wasted. You can probably at least make some money back, put limited resources on it, and just make it a free to play, and
Yeah.
just do the whole skin system that everybody does now.
Yeah.
Just make cosmetics to purchase stuff. Like, I don't know why they didn't do that in the first place.
Or just, I mean, that would
Corporate
be,
greed.
that would definitely be the easier route to take since they already like have the game how it is.
Exactly.
But I almost wish that they would just kind of Sonyfy it. Like you have this universe,
Yeah.
let's flesh it out, make it into like a solo campaign.
Dude,
Like you have these characters, just make, these characters. Let's learn about their stories.
yeah, that too.
But that would be harder to do because then you have to really make a entirely different game.
That is
and
true.
then it's like, do you want to risk that? We already wasted so much money. So
Dude, all right. So you know how they pretty much everybody kind of has their own fighter now? Like obviously there's Smash, which is probably the most popular.
so Nintendo has like Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you get Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Street
Oh,
Fighter,
okay.
all
Gotcha.
those.
Yeah.
And then they'll license characters to bring into that. Why doesn't like Sony or Xbox just make like their own like shooter with all these different characters from like their own video games and license out other ones?
So it's like Smash Bros, but a shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
Just-
hasn't been done before as far as I'm aware.
All right, so how do you do it? Obviously, it's not going to be on the level of Smash Bros. Just because you have a crazy big roster
Yeah.
of IP icons.
And everybody can, do a melee hit and shit like that or have their special abilities. But
Well,
like I guess you are limited to somebody who like uses guns or some kind of
Yeah.
projectile.
But I'm just wondering how you would do it and not have more than like 3 to 5 characters. Like if Xbox did it.
Yeah, yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
you'd have your Master Chief. You'd have your like Gears characters.
Exactly.
I
I mean, you
but
can
then
bring
I would
in-
really have to think like, all right, who else are we putting in this?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Is like you can obviously do original characters.
You could do original. You could do, let's see. Let's just think about it for a second. All right, so like Perfect Dark, you can bring in some Perfect Dark characters. I feel like both consoles could do this, but
Like you
have
could,
like a solid Snake or something.
yeah, you could do Atreus. Like he's got magic bows.
Oh yeah, he's got like the bow.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be a gun, but he has magic bows, so he could just do like a flurry attack,
Mm-hmm.
some shit like that.
Yeah, could be pretty cool.
I don't know. You got Lara Croft with a gun.
Yeah.
You got Nathan Drake with a gun. You got
It's
Joel with
it's
guns.
definitely would be cool. But yeah, no, it would definitely be pretty expensive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get like the rights to make those games. But yeah,
But I mean, I feel like that would
it'd be pretty original.
if they make the game well,
yeah.
then it would just pay for itself.
Yeah, no, that could definitely be cool.
Like that would make me gravitate to it more than like some fucking Concord. I don't know anything about that. I don't know the characters. I don't know anything.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that was partially just like marketing.
Yeah.
Just so fast. It came out so fast.
Yeah, that too. And like Ken said, like I've never heard of this game. I'm like, he was like, where'd that $200 million go? Like where was the advertisement? And I was like, good point. You know,
Yeah,
and that's a
yeah.
guy who plays video games every day who's never even heard about it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty nuts.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of factors there. And it's just such a overpopulated market with just all the different games we're getting in. So
Very
it's
true.
so easy to just like miss a lot of these bigger games coming out just
Yeah,
because there's so many.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
quite unfortunate. So
No,
yeah,
that's very unfortunate.
there's Concord. Maybe we'll see it again down the line if they rework it. But as of now, you will never be playing that
I
video
think
game.
just from like a business standpoint, the higher ups, they're just like, this was such a fail. Like, just trash it.
Yeah,
Yeah, trash it. Move on. Take
yeah,
the
you
L.
pretty much got to bite the bullet on that.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is I found out looking into it a little bit yesterday. A lot of the team is from Bungie.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. I kind of want to. Now I just kind of want to like look at maybe like an hour of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Like not play it. Obviously, I can't. But I just want to see like, does this even like kind of look fun?
That's
know?
fucking archival footage right there, dude.
Damn.
Fucking
I'm just
ancient.
wondering if it even just like looked enjoyable. Like
Yeah.
did Colton? No, there ain't no way Colton played this.
Hell no.
'Cause it ain't
Nobody
free.
played it because
If it was free, he probably would have
exactly,
like at least tried it.
exactly.
Yeah.
They fucked up big time.
Hmm. Damn.
Yeah.
Ripperoni.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing.
Ripperoni pizza.
Double
Double meat.
Double meat. So we just watched the Minecraft trailer.
Oh, we did, yeah. Yeah, 'cause that kind of snuck up on me. You told me about it. And I had seen like
And it's actually a teaser, not technically a trailer, I guess.
I had seen the thumbnail for it last night, but well, maybe I'll preface with I thought this was going to be kind of like a fully CGI movie.
Yeah.
And when you heard like, hey, Jack Black is Steve, I was like, oh, cool, like he's gonna be voicing Steve. And then I seen a thumbnail with Jason Momoa's character, and I was like, oh, like I wonder what this is, because it's
Yeah.
like actually Jason Momoa. So like, is this just like some intro video to where it's like, hey, he's voicing this character? But after seeing the teaser, like, no, this movie blends CGI and like live action.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is this?
It's awful is what it is. Like I'm hoping, because there seems to be quite a bit of hate online about it. Everybody's like, okay, so this isn't Steve. This is literally just Jack Black with a blue t-shirt.
Dude, it is Jack Black with like a V-neck sweater. Like, I don't even know what that style of shirt is
Yeah.
called, but I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. So I'm
That's
like,
literally what it is.
and
Yeah.
he's just calling himself Steve, the name of the main character. Like there's nothing else that makes him Steve.
No, because he's not playing a character. He's just, from the trailer I saw, he's just playing Jack Black. That's just Jack Black.
Yeah.
So
And I remember like videos months ago that were, people asking Jack Black like, hey, like what are you doing to get ready for this role? And he's like, oh, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft and stuff. But I'm just like, for now that I think about it, like for what?
yeah,
Why?
it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
Steve doesn't say anything
Yeah.
unless you're playing like the story mode, which I really can't go by because I never played that.
Yeah, like there's nothing that you can do to play Minecraft and bring that character you're playing as to like this role. Like,
No.
what were you? What did you even need to play the game for? But
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, the
But
whole real life inside CGI world just doesn't really make sense. Why didn't they just make him CGI?
yeah, again, that's what I was thinking it was going to be. But just based off, and it's it's not all that fair because it's just a teaser. But first impression, it didn't look like it's going to be anything great.
No. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Which I mean, I didn't have like high hopes for it anyway. It's fucking
Right.
Minecraft. I don't know what they really could have done. I guess they could have made it cool because the Ender Dragon's pretty dope. The Ender, or the Nether rather, is
Mhm.
a pretty sick area. A lot more dark than the actual game. So I guess that could be a cool part, but I just don't. I don't have high hopes for this at all.
Yeah, I feel like it's. I didn't really play Minecraft, but the only thing that when I watched this, what it made me think of, I feel like it's going to be comparable to, and this is just like CGI, well, just some type of animation,
Mm-hmm.
but it made me think of like Angry Bird, the Angry Bird movie.
Oh yeah.
Like, all right, so you have like the characters and the NPCs and like the creatures that you can make it Minecrafty, and obviously everything's cubed, but like you're just trying to take that IP and you just add some jokes in and make a movie out of it. I feel
Literally.
like that's what this is going to be.
Yeah, it's making it super cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, let's throw some big actors, actresses in there, and let's just see what money we can make.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's, to me, that's what they're just shooting for. Just like,
Yeah.
hey, what can we make $1 out of?
Poor Jack Black, man. He's gonna have 2 flops in a row.
I at least hope that with Minecraft literally being one of like the biggest games of all time.
I could see it getting
know?
a lot of like kids just watching it and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Whereas like Borderlands, you didn't really have a lot of kids going to
Yeah.
see that because that was just a mature game that the
Yeah.
movie was based off of. But like you have all age brackets who
Yeah.
play Minecraft.
which you had a very mature game that they made PG-13. So
Yeah, that is true.
Again.
Yeah, fucked up.
idiots. Like
Yeah.
fucking. If anybody
Who's
knows
calling
this
these
shit,
shots, man?
that's what I'm saying. Like like these people that work in Hollywood don't even know Hollywood. I'm like, what?
It's weird because like even when you work for, just like with our jobs,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's like every big company, it's like, who's fucking management calling these dumbass shots? Don't even know this job, what we do here. And it's even like that in
Yeah.
Hollywood. It's like, who's fucking calling these shots?
Because these people get hired to do positions that they don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite insane. They're like, oh well, he's got a master's degree, so let's just put him in. I
Right.
guess.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, now I'm curious who is like directing it or who's in charge. Who are the people in charge and like what have they done?
Yeah. Yeah. True. I mean,
Because that would be hilarious if it's just like, nah, this is their first actual project. Then I'm just like, oh my god. But yeah, no, I don't have high hopes. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't something that I was like excited for
yeah.
anyways.
Same.
Again, I never really played Minecraft. I'm trying to think of like what the equivalent game would be if they were making a movie for it, whether I would be excited for it or not. But I can't really think of anything that's like similar.
Oh, like in terms of like a more kiddie game, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Power World.
Power World?
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel like that would be pretty dope.
I'd be pretty excited for that.
'Cause that would be more mature also, though.
Yeah.
You've kind of got enslavement in there.
Yeah, no, I don't think they would do that.
Yeah.
But that would probably be the closest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be kind of similar. I did watch the new Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen that for whatever reason,
Dude.
but
I'm telling you right now, you have to go see that movie.
I know. Is it still in theaters?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just because it's doing so well. They just keep it in for a while longer.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works exactly.
It sucks that cuz all like the cameos are like a big part of the movie and just like
Mhm.
what make it so like fun and funny, and I've had so many spoiled for me.
I thought I
Because
did
people
too.
people just aren't like even caring anymore.
Yeah.
Like I've seen.
Don't say it. Don't say
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay, so I to preface with that, I have seen a lot of the spoilers too,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the cameo spoilers, and there are more.
We'll have to
There's
talk
like
about it when we're
literally like
done.
4 at once that I didn't even know about. And I was like, what the fuck? And they were crazy ones.
Okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, you tell me after.
Can I say the actor's name? And not even
No.
the character, but just like the actor's name.
All right, skip ahead if you don't want to hear this. But yeah.
So I had seen a clip, and it was this gentleman. I didn't even like recognize him at first, but it was this gentleman talking. And he was like, "Yeah, I was on the phone because I guess they had some beef at one point, or they just weren't. They didn't like each other that much." But it was a guy talking about how he was on the phone with Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds was like, "Hey, I need you. Like, I want to talk to you about an idea. Like, we're gonna do this." And I had kind of like uh, scrolled past the video, and I was thinking about it. I was like, "That guy looks really familiar. Who is that? Who is that?" And then I realized, like, "Oh shit, that was Wesley Snipes."
Mm.
And then it hit me, and I was like, "Ah, I bet this is what it was," because
Okay.
he was gonna be playing this character
Yeah.
in the movie. And I was really sad because I was like, damn, when I watched that movie and if he popped up as that character, that would have been so hype. And
I
it's
see what
still
you're
going to be
saying.
so hype.
I see what you're saying.
But I'm
yeah.
like, see, it's not like too much of a spoiler. But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
someone could hear that and piece it together if they
Mhm.
didn't already know. But that would have been so cool not knowing that and then him popping up on
Right.
screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've seen some others too. But that was like the big one for me where I was like, ah, man, I love those movies as a kid.
Mhm. Yeah. No, that fucking movie, dude, it was a 10 out of 10. Honestly,
10
the
out of
best.
10.
Probably. Okay. One of the best movies I've seen since No Way Home. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like on
Like
par.
in general or like superhero movie?
Definitely the next best superhero movie. I put it up there with like No Way Home, Deadpool, Wolverine, and then Endgame
Okay. Hell yeah.
in that order. Yeah.
What's after that?
What's after that? Ooh.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you were
well,
to think about it for
I
a
will
second.
preface, I won't say it's a better movie, but my all-time favorite would be Spider-Man 2001 or 2002.
Fair. I'm thinking
Um,
more like modern.
Modern after
Well,
that.
honestly, I say
okay,
modern, but like
probably
2008
Multiverse of
and up,
Madness.
where like Marvel really started like their
Yeah.
phases. and
After that
shit.
would probably be Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a dope movie.
Oh man. See, I'm thinking like I love all those too. Like that's a good order you have. But before that one, I would have probably put, and I don't even know if this one would follow right behind Endgame, but I think like Logan, for example, was better than
yeah,
that.
yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked Logan, but did you like Winter Soldier? I love Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
I honestly don't think I've seen that entire movie. I've definitely seen it a couple times, but I don't think I've ever finished it.
Oh, dude, that one's so good.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've seen all of them either.
I've definitely not seen all of them, but definitely 90% at least.
Ooh, what about Thor Ragnarok?
Ragnarok
That was
was
a good ass
okay.
movie. I
Or
love
no,
that
no, no. Ragnarok was good. I'm thinking of Love and Thunder. That
Love
one was
and
kind of
Thunder. Yeah, that one was not nearly as good, but
Yeah.
that one was still, I liked it.
yeah. No, I liked
Um,
it. It was just like underwhelming from what I thought it would be.
Oh, what about Spider-Man 3?
No,
Okay, damn.
I mean,
Almost had him.
I wouldn't say like a really bad movie, but it's like not. It can't even compare to the first two.
Nah, I promise, I'm kidding.
And we're talking Tobey Maguire, obviously, because
Yeah.
that's the only Spider-Man 3. Just saying.
What's that?
I said we're talking Tobey Maguire because that's the only Spider-Man 3.
Yes, yeah, and that's before like Marvel
Well, I
started
guess
doing their.
technically No Way Home is a third one because it's Homecoming, Far
Yeah.
From Home, right?
But they don't call it Spider-Man 3.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Can't wait for another Spider-Man though.
Hell yeah.
Fucking love Spider-Man.
I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Dude, I need to catch up on so much just like superhero stuff in general. I know there's stuff
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to watch. See, that's what gets me.
I know.
Is you talk with people and it's like, hey, like you need to watch this, but don't watch this. But like I guess you kind of have to watch that to get the full picture, you know?
do because
It's kind of like a comic book
there
series.
are like so many references to like past movies and shows
Yeah, like I don't want to watch She-Hulk. Like
Yeah.
I've just heard so many bad things about that, but then it's like, hey, you got to watch Loki. Loki's good.
Mm-hmm.
You can kind of pass on uh what is it? Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Um so it's like I don't want to just like get part of the story. Like I know they have their own kind of stories, but like for the big picture, it makes more sense if you watch everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just so behind. Like I haven't even seen, and this is like a good movie. Like you hear a lot of good things about, but I haven't even seen the newest Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, like the animated one.
Oh, that one was
I haven't
awesome.
even seen that one. And
That
Into
that
the
one's probably
Spider-Verse.
up there too. Probably
Yeah, I
top
hear
5.
amazing things.
Yeah. That
And
one was
apparently,
awesome.
isn't there like multiple versions of that movie or some shit,
I have heard that. I think
or
there
like
is.
things that are kind of different?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm just so behind.
Yeah.
So
It's
behind.
another one of the things, man. Fucking oversaturated.
That and don't even get me started on like Star Wars content. Gosh, I've seen the movies. That's literally it.
Oh, that's the important stuff. So
Yeah, literally.
they don't.
seen
They're
the
not
movies.
making video games out of the shows. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
At least not yet.
not yet. I mean, from what I hear, they'd be better off doing that. Just with some of the shows, I've heard like really
Yeah.
good things.
Yeah. If they, I don't know. I feel like they could maybe make a Mandalorian game, but that doesn't really seem that fun.
You would just have to make just pretty much at that point they would remake Bounty Hunter
Yeah,
before
literally.
they do a new like Mando show.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the Mandalorian himself isn't like. Obviously, in the show, he's OP, but in the Star Wars universe, he is far from OP.
Have you seen all of the Mandalorian that's out?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Like is because I want to say I've seen season 1 and 2 all the way through. Is
Yeah.
there 3 seasons or 4 seasons?
I think there's 3. Could be 4.
Is this latest one like on par? Because remember, like when
Oh,
season
actually,
1
you know
came
what?
out.
You know what? I don't think I've seen the latest season. I think there
No?
might be a 4th,
Oh shit.
but I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong.
Well, the latest thing you've seen, because remember when the first one came out, like everyone was gushing about it.
Yeah.
And, like everyone was watching. It was so good. Like, has the latest one? Is that on par?
Well, I know. So the latest one that I've seen, at least, I know that ties in with like Boba Fett, the TV show, and the
Mhm.
Boba Fett ties in with the Mandalorian.
Right. And I've heard okay things about that one.
I liked Boba Fett. That was pretty good. Definitely not Mandalorian
Right.
style, and a couple of the episodes follow very closely with the Mandalorian. So it's almost like they put just a Mandalorian episode in Boba Fett, which is strange.
Right.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I didn't even watch fucking what's that other show?
Ahsoka?
No, I watched that. That was good. That's probably one of the better ones after
Andor?
Mandalorian. Andor, yeah, I watched a couple
Oh,
episodes
dude.
of
Well,
that.
I hear
but
that
I've heard
one's,
a
like,
lot.
I hear that's like the best.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good stuff, but I hadn't watched anything past like 2 episodes, so I can't really say much on that one. Obi-Wan, you watched that one, right?
I will say that's like how up to date I am.
Yeah.
I've watched Obi-Wan.
So that one was fine. It wasn't anything special. Like
That one
it's obviously Obi-Wan in his downtime from being a Jedi, so there's nothing really crazy about it.
That one is like okay with like some really good moments sprinkled
Exactly.
in, and then it has an amazing finale.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
And my buddy at work, he's like all caught up. He's just a huge Star Wars guy. Like if I have any Star Wars questions or if I want to talk Star Wars, he's the one that I'm going to. He said that some guy took that show and spliced it down into like a movie, like a 2-hour movie. And he
Mhm.
said, if you watch it like that, it's so much better
Damn.
because it just takes all the good stuff, everything you need, and just makes it into a movie.
That's fucking
I think
dope.
it's out there on YouTube, maybe not.
I feel like Disney would take that shit
Yeah,
down so fast.
maybe it's somewhere else, but he like
Vimeo.
sent it to me. But he
That's
said
dope,
that's
though.
the way to watch it. Sorry,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
I said that's dope.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, Acolyte, I haven't seen that, but I've heard like good and bad things about it. So
I think I can go into it and enjoy it just because like I'm not a purist.
yeah,
But I've heard that like a lot of purists kind of have a hard time watching it for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
like
but-
people older than us love episodes 4, 5, and 6,
Mm-hmm.
And then our age love the prequels, and then obviously probably the Zoomers love the new movies.
Oh
So
gosh, that's interesting. If so,
yeah,
um,
so you always got to take that with a grain of
you know
salt.
what Star Wars movie kind of gets shit on, but like I have like really good memories of just enjoying it.
Han Solo.
And no, I do love Han Solo. Does Han Solo get shit on? Because I
No,
really
I
like
don't think
that movie.
so. I think a lot of people love that movie.
Because I had recently, within the last, I was living here when I watched through 1, 2, and 3. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like that long ago, a few years ago. And even with rewatching it, I was like, yeah, this movie's good.
Which one? The second one?
The first one,
Oh, the
Phantom
first one?
Menace.
That
I
one,
feel like a lot of people
oddly,
don't like that one, but I love that movie.
I mean, I love all three of those movies. I would definitely say I love 3 the most, then the second, then the first. Aside from like the Darth Maul scenes, like those are fucking iconic.
That's iconic. Just like the pod racing, like that's so iconic.
Oh yeah,
I don't
true.
know.
The pod racing is dope.
I don't know. I just really Qui-Gon,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know
I
why
really enjoyed
they
it.
get shit on so much, but maybe it's Jar Jar. It's got to be Jar Jar.
Well, I know people don't like him, but I don't remember watching through them and being like, "Wow, this is such an insufferable character."
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I've like watched those like a couple years ago, and I think they're good movies still. They hold
Yeah.
up. Yeah. Oh, dude.
I almost wanted to. Don't we have like a really sick Jar Jar clip that we've done in the past?
Oh yeah, we do.
Don't go find that.
Misa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No. It's so funny. I remember being in the car talking about that idea, and we were so hype on it. Not that it was. I don't think it's bad,
I think.
but we were like, "Man, this is gold."
well, that's the thing. Anytime you have a good idea and you put it online, it's like nobody gives a fuck. And then you just throw something together and it blows up. You're like, oh, okay, I guess. So,
Yeah.
like that one I did a couple weeks ago with the "It's time to play the game." I made like a really
Oh.
cool thing with some like sound effects and visuals.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah. And then I posted it, and then you sent me one yesterday. It's the exact same thing with a copy of it, and it's just a still image, and it blew up. I'm like,
I've
what the
seen
fuck?
literally not even. I mean, not that this is a huge number, but I've literally seen 5 identical videos
Really?
with like lots of views.
Damn.
And honestly, I think yours had the most effort put into it. They looked the best.
See? It just doesn't matter, dude.
And I feel bad because you sent it to me and you're like, dude, I'm really proud of this clip. You know, like I think we got a really good
Well, I thought
one
it was
this
fun.
week.
It was like a fun watch.
No, like it was. I thought it
But-
was really good. But yeah, no.
Yeah, it always happens that way.
Bastards.
Mm-hmm. It is what it is. But so did you finish Lord of the Rings finally?
I did. That
Fuck
was
yeah.
one of the things I meant to say. I
Yeah.
did.
Okay, cool. Have you watched any of the Rings of Power?
No, so when Elaine was she just got back from Montana, but I had said that, oh man, like when you're gone, I'll watch that because you've already seen it, and then
You
we can
didn't
start
watch
season
it.
2. No, I didn't watch any of that.
Oh my god, dude.
Which I think we will. You know, it's been a while since she's seen it. We'll probably watch through the first season together.
So she's not even caught up.
No, she hasn't seen the second season. No.
Oh,
Well, I think
that
she
just
now-
came out last week.
Yeah, no, she hasn't watched it.
The first 3
yet.
episodes came out.
Oh, just the first 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Because they're doing like weekly.
What did you think about the first season? Just because I hear such mixed things.
Okay, so at the time when the first season came out was also the time the first season of House of the Dragon came out. So we were watching them like Thursdays and Sundays every week.
Gotcha.
And very underwhelming compared to House of the Dragon, obviously, because that's like very dark fantasy.
It's
and
like peak drama.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking iconic, you know.
Yeah.
So just to go back to that kind of like PG-13-ish stuff, it was a little underwhelming.
Yeah.
But I honestly enjoyed it because it's like the backstory of like everything that happens like 2,000 years before like
Yeah.
The Hobbit and
Yeah.
shit like that, or The Lord of the Rings.
No, I feel like I will watch it and like really enjoy it.
Yeah, no, it's honestly a good watch. I enjoyed it. Ashley is like the biggest fucking Lord of the Rings fan that
Mhm.
I've ever met, and she loves it.
Oh, see, like, when I hear that, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be fucking good.
Yeah.
Because some people, I feel like the modern audience, if there's not something so fucking thrilling and exciting happening on screen, they're just not into it.
Yeah.
But like when you talk about shows like Game of Thrones or maybe even like The Last of Us and just just big blockbuster shows, some of my favorite episodes are the ones that people didn't like that were just like fleshing things out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, yeah, I mean, like I felt like the acting was good.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't some crazy battle scene going on or some fight or gunfight, but I was like, yeah, we learned a lot that episode.
Yeah.
I like those episodes. So
Let me reiterate that she doesn't love it. She likes it. It's not because she doesn't even love The Hobbit. She likes The Hobbit, but
Oh.
it's nothing like The Lord of the Rings to her because
yeah,
that ties everything in perfectly.
no, I think a lot of Lord of the Rings fans weren't like the biggest Hobbit fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she definitely likes it. She doesn't hate it by any means, but there are a lot of people online that fucking hate it, which doesn't
Is
really
there
make a lot of sense.
a more general reason?
I don't entirely know. I'd have to
Mm.
look more into it to see what people are really saying about it.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that do not like it,
Hmm.
which is pretty strange to
Honestly-
me because there's like a lot of good callbacks to like the show or the
Oh,
movies
yeah.
in the show. Like there was
That's what
one
excites me.
scene in the second season that's pretty much a ripoff of one of the movies. But it's slightly different in a way. And I mean, Ashley knows those movies better than she knows my fucking birthday, literally. So,
Yeah, she can quote entire movies.
yes,
Doesn't know a
she
date.
can. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. Season 2 is already fucking banging. So
Hell yeah. Well, especially when compared to something like House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, maybe it needs more incest.
honestly, yeah, that
And
would really
then-
give it some,
Yeah, it seems like that's
shine it up
what
a
the
bit.
people want.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
This
You ever been to the front page of Pornhub? People love incest.
It's been a while. I haven't been able to get on Pornhub
Well,
in
you
a
have
long
to
time.
You have to put in your ID now. So.
Yeah. I'm just like, no, X videos. No, hamster. No, I'm kidding. I think hamster makes you.
That's funny. Fucking
If you know, you know.
throws me back to like 15 years ago. Fucking red tube.
I don't even think I've ever been on that. I'll be honest.
I don't know. There's a lot
Yeah.
of sketchy sites back in the day.
Well, enough about corn. But it's funny me saying that. What kind of inspired me to say that was this chick I work with. She's like, yeah, I'm just not really into Game of Thrones. Never really seen the hype, just because I think it's just a bunch of incest.
It's
And
crazy.
obviously it's more than that. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, there actually is a lot of incest.
Yeah. Well, you think there's a lot of incest, and then you watch House of the Dragon.
Yeah, well, we gave Cersei and Jaime a lot of shit, and then you're like, well, what about the Targaryens?
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. Crazy. But I mean, when you dumb it down to that is quite literally what it's about.
It's just
Dragons
kinda
and
funny.
fucking incest.
Yeah.
But yeah, God, people who haven't seen that show, I envy, but also hate, because like, why the fuck have you not seen the show yet?
I mean, yeah, well, like when she says that, I'm like, haha, like it's funny, but like it is like a little annoying. It's like, there's a reason this is one of like the greatest, if not the greatest show of
Yeah.
all time. You
Yeah.
know, most people would agree, and you're just like not watching it because of that. Like,
Mhm.
it's just kind of a little annoying to hear. But
Yeah, I know. Like,
okay,
especially like, there's another like really highly regarded show called Breaking Bad that I know somebody who hasn't seen all of it. Like, he started it, but then he didn't finish it, and it's fucking blows my mind.
yeah, all right. I now I really want to watch it just so I can give a genuine review. And I guarantee when that episode comes, I am going to be like, hey, it was good. This show is fucking overhyped.
Nah, it's
I
not.
just think I am. But I
That
could be
show's
wrong.
awesome.
I could be wrong.
Oh.
Do you think it's aged just as well? Let me ask that.
I haven't seen it in years, so
just when you like think back on it, like someone who
I think
is watching through it with fresh eyes. Because like obviously I remember bigger plot points, like I know
yeah.
who his character is going to become, but I don't really remember much about it.
I think it's probably aged well. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I remember probably God no maybe like 14, 12 years ago, something like that. I don't know. I watched Breaking Bad, or not Breaking Bad, Prison Break,
Mm-hmm.
and Ashley watched that like a few months ago, or was like watching it, and that did not age well. I will say that.
Prison Break.
Yeah, it's still a good show, but it's kind of, I don't know. The writing could have been better. Looking back at it,
See, I don't know what it is about Breaking Bad, and this probably isn't fair for me to say, but you'll just like with anything that's popular, you'll see like random clips just pop up from time to time, and this one big clip in particular, like it's the one where he's like
open the
talking.
door.
No,
Oh,
it's the one where he's talking to his wife, and it's something along the lines of like, "Why are you worried about me? Like, I'm the one who's at the door. I'm the one who knocks."
I am the danger.
Yeah, and it's like I seen that, and I'm just like, this isn't moving me.
It's the build up. It's the
This
build up.
isn't hype.
It's like watching Vader say, I'm the father." Whatever the quote is,
Yeah,
because everybody quotes it wrong, and that's not actually the words. But yeah,
right.
it's like watching that, and you're like, okay, I don't get it. This is Star Wars?
I mean,
But once you
yeah.
learn about it and you
Yeah.
watch through all the entire series, you're like, holy fuck.
But I mean,
Vader
that's the
is-
thing. Like, I know his character. Like, I know who he becomes, and then I see the clip, and I definitely need to watch it all to get that build up, like you said. But I'm just like, this is such a big clip. It's such a big moment. I felt like it's still. I would have seen the clip and got chills.
Mm-mm.
Like there's plenty. I can't really give any examples, but there's times I've seen clips of shows I haven't seen, but I'll see the clip and I'll still get chills because I'm like, whoa, that's such a cool moment.
Yeah.
Or like, whoa, that's a really good line.
Yeah, I guess some shit just
Yeah.
hits differently when it's, the backstory to it, I guess.
Yeah, but we'll see. I'll
Yeah.
have to see if Elaine has seen it. She hasn't seen a lot of stuff, so if she hasn't watched,
If she
Breaking
hasn't,
Bad,
that would be awesome.
that would
to
be
watch
awesome.
through.
Yeah. Just so I can get my somewhat fresh perspective, but her completely fresh perspective.
Yeah.
Because if I'm like, I thought it was pretty good. I think it's overhyped. But she's like, whoa, this is one of the greatest shows of all time. Then it's a me problem for sure.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, I fucking love Breaking Bad.
In your top 3 or top 5?
Ooh.
I'd imagine definitely in your top 5 somewhere. But would you say top 3?
It might be in my top 3.
Okay. Game of
Game of Thrones
number
is
1.
definitely number 1 though.
Okay.
Maybe House of the Dragon number 2.
Really? Okay.
Probably. Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3. Breaking Bad. It might have to be, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
God, I'd have to go through like what shows I've seen really.
We've talked about the show, and I think you've told me you started it at least once or twice. But The Last Kingdom.
Oh no, I haven't.
You haven't started that? You haven't even
No,
tried?
I think I've seen a couple episodes of that.
Dude, see, for me, that's in my top 3. I just fucking love
That's
that
Uhtred?
show. Uhtred.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
I've-
love
I've
that
seen,
show from
actually,
start
I've
to
seen quite a
finish.
few episodes of that.
And even had a movie that acted as a sequel and was amazing. That rarely happens. Because it concluded it, and I was like, whoa, like this is like the ending I would have wanted.
Yeah. Breaking Bad came out with one a couple years ago.
Was it good? Did it act as a sequel?
Yes, kind of. I wouldn't say like a sequel, but it's what's the one that comes after, an epilogue? Or is that a prologue? It's almost like what happens directly after the movie or the show ends.
Oh.
So I guess technically
So
a
that's
sequel.
not. Oh, I was gonna say it's.
I guess technically it is, but it's not like an ongoing thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Hmm.
it's called El Camino.
El Camino. I mean, like I remember when it came out.
Yeah. But
yeah.
it was good. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but it was also quite a while after I'd watched the show. So
Yeah, that
may have tied in.
ended. That we were in school when that ended.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Dude, I can vividly remember orientation, ninth grade, so junior high. I ran into Brady Johnson,
Uh.
and he had said something about like, dude, can't wait to go home and like watch Breaking Bad or something. But that's how long ago it was.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know,
yeah.
that was 08, 09. But I remember
Oh
him
wait,
like
09.
08, 09, like the years 2008, 2009.
Oh, orientation, not graduation. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, orientation.
Sorry.
Orientation. Yeah. We ain't that old.
I thought you were. Yeah, I was like, what? Graduation? No, 08 or 09. The fuck?
Nah.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, because the show. I think the show came out in 2008.
Maybe it was like it just coming out.
Yeah,
So maybe like the pilot episodes. Maybe that's what he was
Yeah.
referencing.
I'm sure it's a lot more exciting when you don't know what's happening too,
Oh yeah.
because you're just like, okay, so there's this teacher. Oh, he's getting into drug dealing.
And plus, that was just such a different time. That's when you had to like kind of tune in. Maybe DVR was a thing back then, but obviously you didn't have like
Yeah.
Netflix and all that.
Yeah.
So things were just more exciting. Like, can
Yeah.
you imagine? Well, I guess maybe it did kind of come out, but like all of Game of Thrones coming out back in those days,
Oh
like that
man.
would have just been that much more. In my opinion, I feel like that would have hit different.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I regret not watching Game of Thrones as soon as it came on. Just because there were like minor things slightly spoiled for me when I first started watching. Because I started watching right after season 5 came out.
See, I'm more jealous of people who kind of got to get it all at one time, almost.
True, but I feel like at that point you already have stuff spoiled a lot.
I mean,
Especially nowadays with the way fucking algorithms work. Like, you
Right.
speak Game of Thrones and you already have a fucking spoiler.
I mean, true. Yeah. Very true.
Yeah. But it would be cool to fucking just go through it all and just enjoy that. Because I'll wait, a year. Like, from the last time I watched Rings of Power, I didn't remember shit. So it's starting to come back now, but
Oh, you didn't rewatch it?
nah, I didn't. But they do good on the recaps before the episode,
Mm-hmm.
filling you in on stuff that you should know.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot that especially, dude, the House of the Dragon was even worse. I was like, what the fuck? Like, all these names I got to re-remember and stuff from the Targaryen line. I'm like, oh god,
Yeah.
that was pretty gnarly. And just a year,
Yeah. No, I'm excited for when I do go back through Game of Thrones, just because other than like major plot points, it will all just be so fresh.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've seen Game of Thrones a couple times, 2 or 3 times now, but yeah, I remember quite a bit from that show. So none of that's new to me.
Mm.
Maybe some names here and there, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to aside from this movie and TV talk?
I mean, since we last recorded, I think I've progressed a little bit more in Black Myth,
Okay.
but I'm still on chapter 3, and I'm still relatively early.
Gotcha.
I just, since we're like not really trying to spoil things, I just got a fire spell. If that tells you anything, Ring of Fire.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob
so I
Dylan.
just got that. Yes. Well, I mean, what are they called? Skills or spirits or something. They're not like spells, but you know. What
Yeah.
I mean. So that boss fight, that like major boss fight before then was pretty cool. Again, just really trying not to say what it is.
Oh yeah, because that's the secret area there, right? Isn't it?
I don't think so, because like the game like takes you there. You have to progress.
Oh,
through this
that's right.
fight
Yeah. Okay.
on the frozen
Yeah.
lake. You know
Was
what I'm
that
talking
was that a pain in the ass fight for you?
about?
'Cause a lot of people had trouble with it, but I beat it my first try.
Really?
Yeah.
I definitely didn't beat it first try. It was under 10. It wasn't
that's not bad.
anything crazy.
Because
but
that's the dude who has like the saws, right?
No. I'm talking about the fucking. I'm just gonna say it. The dragon.
Oh, the dude on the lake. Oh,
Yeah,
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 yeah. Okay, okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
That one gave people. I mean, it
no,
gave me a little trouble.
it's
You
a
beat
different
that first
one.
try?
It's a different one I'm talking
Oh
about. But I
man,
want to say, honestly, don't remember about that one.
dude with the saws. Hold on, you don't remember that fight?
No, I remember the fight. I just don't remember if I died or not.
Oh, okay.
I probably did though.
Maybe I didn't get to this guy with the saws. That
Yeah,
didn't
maybe
sound
not. I think he
familiar.
might be later. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that
So
doesn't
you
sound
beat
familiar.
that guy. So you should be able to get to the village soon.
Because remember when it's really confusing. Let me know if it's just me or you were also confused. So you go to that lake, you run into that kind of miniature Buddha character again.
Mm-hmm.
They disappear. You then fight this dragon. You beat the dragon. Um, the ice breaks. You fall into the water, and then you just wake up in that really annoying place.
Oh yeah.
And is that right? Like, it just felt so like I didn't understand what was going on. Like I was just fighting this dragon. I fell into a lake, and then I wake up.
Am I thinking about the same dragon?
It's pretty early on.
So is it is it the one on the lake? Like you go
Yeah,
out
the
into the
frozen
water
lake.
and you fight
There's
him?
like this almost like a little island thing, and that vanishes. It's a tiny little island. It's like a tiny little like temple or something there. That vanishes, and then it's just that like dragon that you have to fight on the frozen lake. And it's kind of an
Oh
annoying.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's an
'Cause
annoying
that's
fight
the
because
the
that
one in the
thing's
trailer. Yeah,
it's moving around a bunch, so you
yeah,
have to like keep running up to it and shit.
yeah. I do. Yeah, that was an annoying fight. I definitely died to that one. Yes.
Yeah, but it's still pretty relatively early on
Yeah.
in chapter
Yeah.
3.
But yes, that area is absolute bullshit.
But I'm just like, what just happened here? I beat this dragon, and then I fall into the lake, and then I wake up in that that area that you had kind of
It'll make sense
okay. Because I'm
towards the
like,
end.
what is going on?
Yeah, towards the end of that chapter 3, everything makes sense.
But so I passed that one annoying area, and then I'm probably about like an hour past that. So I
Okay.
just got that again that fire ring spell,
Yeah, that's not
and I
too
haven't
bad.
played since.
Yeah,
So what am I like a third of the way through chapter 3? If
Yeah,
that
I'd probably say so. At least maybe half. I'm not entirely sure.
okay.
I just got to chapter 5.
Oh my
So
god! How big is chapter 4?
it's actually not that bad.
Okay.
I think it's shorter than chapter 3 and definitely way more linear, which was fucking great.
Okay.
It's
Just as hard?
chapter 3
Is it
was
still
annoying.
getting like more and more progressively
Yeah.
difficult?
Well, I wouldn't say the actual area was hard, but there are a couple bosses that beat the fuck out of me, bro. And
I'm excited.
there's one
I'm not excited.
in particular that really gave me trouble. The other ones like took me a few tries. But yeah, there's one it's an optional boss and you can definitely miss it pretty easily. But yeah, dude, I had to cheese the fuck out of that guy.
Mm.
He'll like do like a slow walk towards you, and if you get too close, he'll start winding his shit up and fucking go for you. But I would just keep like a decent distance, and I would just wind up my fucking heavy
Mhm.
attack and just keep smashing his ass until he was like maybe 40% health, and then every time he tried to do it, he would fucking like do this vanish to where you couldn't hit him with the heavy attack charged up.
Mhm.
And then I just had to fucking just do all my abilities at once and just fucking smash his ass. I had to even reignite my spells all to like put them all into my
Whoa.
pluck of many. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah. No, I didn't use it for a while just because I used so much mana, and I would just rather use my other abilities and just kind of keep comboing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I pretty much dumped everything into that tree
Holy
that
shit.
I could. Well,
Yeah.
I did fill it up, but I just had to like meticulously do it with like what I had available.
No, that puts it into perspective, though. Just how difficult that boss fight is that you had
Dude,
to reignite the sparks.
it was
Damn.
it was fucking annoying. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like I am not going to have any fun with him. Not looking forward to that.
Yeah. I mean, you might find it easier.
Probably not.
But yeah, it was quite annoying.
Is it like So it's not even a fun boss fight.
Uh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, you may find it fun, but I just think some of his attacks were cheap,
Yeah, no.
and he does
I
like a
don't like that.
thunder status build up, which pretty much doubles his attack if you get the meter all the way up.
Like
So that was annoying.
that dragon I was talking about, like it wasn't fun, but I did think it was pretty fair. It was just annoying having to like
Run.
keep running to him.
Yeah.
And then
I
it's
hate
like, well,
fights like
damn,
that.
that's stamina now I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, especially if you're like charging up a heavy attack, your stamina's draining.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was just more annoying, but he still felt fair. Like there was a lot of, like you could see when he was about to like slam down his tail or something. Like there was a lot of tells.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
I don't even know when I'm gonna get back on. I don't know. I'm just kind of
Just got to do it, dude.
I'm just kind of losing it a little bit.
Don't. You're already there, man. You're like halfway through. Probably more. You're actually more than halfway through, I think.
Is the 5th chapter the last one?
No, I think there's 6, but I think it's shorter.
Jesus Christ. Do we know if Colton's beat it yet?
I don't think so.
I wonder where he's at.
Yeah, because I'm at, I think, 41 hours the last I checked.
What about Ken? Where's he at? Do we know where Ken is?
I don't think he's played since the first time he played.
It's going to be a game that Ken stops playing and then randomly picks up a year later and just destroys
Just
it.
like Elden
Just
Ring.
binges through it. Yeah.
He bought Elden Ring when it came out and then didn't play it for 2 years. So.
And then got crazy obsessed.
Yeah,
with
literally.
it. Yeah.
He's got like probably 160 hours on that game now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he will get those like week-long breaks,
Mm-hmm.
and then he just gets like hyper-focused on a game and just, 150, 200 hours of game play in just that week.
It's gnarly. Yeah, I've been loving Black Myth so far. Oh, there's a couple really fun boss fights in Chapter 4 though that I think you really enjoy.
Man. That's what I want. Nothing has quite hit like that one Tiger Vanguard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple. There's some in Chapter 3 too that I think you'll really enjoy, especially the last one. I think.
Oh, I can say. I did go back to Chapter 2 to that secret area.
Oh, you did?
Where you fight that like giant beetle.
Yeah,
thing.
dude.
So I'm wondering is because that's it kind of you do like a little bit like time traveling. It's in the past.
Yeah.
Is that Tiger Vanguard the first one you beat's father?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
And then
That's fucking cool.
There's another one called the Mad Tiger.
The Mad Tiger.
Yeah, look it up because that's one I missed.
In Chapter 2?
Yeah.
In Chapter 2?
Yep.
What?
It's an easily missed area. Yeah.
The Mad Tiger?
Yeah.
See, I beat the Tiger Acolyte. I fought him.
Yes, if you go past him, there's like another area to get to the Mad Tiger.
Oh. Because that area, it seems like a straight path that just takes you back to an area you've been to.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just an easily missed spot. Man,
Yeah.
I'll have to go back to that. Was that a good fight?
The Mad Tiger?
Yeah.
It's similar to
That first one?
yeah.
Yeah, see, that
Vanguard.
was just awesome.
I think maybe the Mad Tiger was a little harder though.
See, you
if
know
I'm
what I'm
remembering
learning?
correctly.
And maybe this is just most people, but if there's any type of like second phase, I fucking hate it. Like I hate the fight in general. And even if it's not like a new health bar, but if it's like, he starts using a different move set or something, I'm just like, nah, I don't like it.
It's kind of like that boss that I was telling you about, the really shitty one. It's not like a new health bar or anything, but
he starts
just
vanishing and shit,
yeah,
just doing
it
new
gets
stuff.
really fucked up.
See, that's
And
what
it's
I
a
loved.
long fight because you're trying to be careful. So
Yeah, that's just not fun. See, that's
Yeah.
what I liked about the Tiger fight. It's just like he kind of like used pretty much the same moves the entire time. You just had to like learn the moves obviously and just kind of dodge at the right times, and it just I don't know, it just made you utilize everything. It was just a good fight.
what'd you think about the beetle fight though? I thought you would enjoy that one.
Well, I did really enjoy that one, but I really enjoyed it because it was easy.
It's easy and
It's just
it's
so
different
easy.
and it's just fun.
It was fun
because you have the
and
dude, the
he's-
wind
yeah, he'll,
king
like,
or whatever.
come down with you and fight with you. So I was
Yeah.
like, damn, you were a pain in the ass. But I beat
Literally,
your ass, and
yeah.
now you're here.
Yeah, he's cool.
That was just a cool story moment.
Yeah.
You know, like I beat this dude, then I went back, and it's like, you know, that guy's father's telling you about him, and he's like, he's actually a really nice guy. Just trust me.
Yeah.
You know, so it just kind of lets you know, like this Wind King, he used to be, a pretty good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but then you beat that giant beetle thing, and that's where he's like getting this giant head from
Mm-hmm.
that he fights you with. But yeah, no, it was just a really cool story moment.
Yeah.
Have you had any? Is there more moments like that in like
Mm-hmm.
chapter 3, chapter 4,
Oh
where it's
yeah.
like, oh man, that was just a really cool story?
Oh yeah.
Just added to the story.
Yeah.
Are you starting to like piece things together now? What this game is about? Like who this character is?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's still kind of vague, and I even found a movie on YouTube.
A movie.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Like Immortal Demon something. But it's like a Sun Wukong movie, like Journey to the West type movie.
Like animated or?
No, it's like real people, like some CGI in there.
Oh shit. Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I started it, but I seen a clip online, and that's what made me want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of was like reminiscent of like the start of the game, where like Sun Wukong's fighting that dude.
Right.
And I
Right.
think it might have been that, but I think it's like towards the end of the movie.
Oh,
But
okay.
I seen that and I was like, oh shit, I wonder if I can find this. And it's free on YouTube. You can watch it.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Love
And a
that.
lot of people in the comments say that it's like the best rendition of Journey to the West because there's a bunch of them out there. So I guess
Have they not seen Dragon Ball Z?
yeah, I know, right?
I was just kidding.
Just watch Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, dude, it's literally the same. No, dude.
Yeah.
Majin Buu represents. Kidding.
But yeah, it's cool.
Well, other than that, just again finished Lord of the Rings finally. Now that I've finished it, broken up in several pieces, I feel like I need to rewatch all of it all over again. But really enjoyed that, loved that, and we've still been, going through Naruto.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I don't exactly know what I'm going to title this, so let me put some clickbaity stuff in here just so it's not clickbaity.
Okay.
All right, so Hogwarts Legacy sequel is coming.
Hold on. Are you fucking with me?
No. Check out Jan.
Hold on. Have we not? Damn, I wish we would have
This is
started
new
with
news.
this. What
This is
the
new
fuck?
news, yeah.
Damn.
So there's a Hogwarts Legacy sequel coming. Astrobot, we haven't talked about, but I got a 9 out of 10.
I got a 9 out of 10. I
Which
watched
is-
the review.
And the game looks fucking awesome.
It looks fun as fuck.
Like, just from the trailers that we'd seen prior, I already knew it was going to be fun and awesome. But, yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
looks way better than I thought. But, unfortunately, it's, what'd you say, 18 hours to get a platinum in that game?
So,
To play through it twice?
when I was watching the review, he had mentioned that he completed the game in 8 to 9 hours. So I was thinking to myself, like, really hoping this is like a $29.99, $39.99 game. Looked it up. It's a full price game. It's $59.99. But he had to beat it twice to get all of the. I'm guessing you have to get all the collectibles to
Yeah.
platinum the game. But yeah, it took around 18 to 20 hours for this reviewer to platinum the game.
Yeah. A lot of people gave it a 10 out of 10, but IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, which is pretty good for IGN, honestly. So,
Yeah. Maybe not enough water.
maybe we need more water.
We need more water.
But
But it looked awesome.
But yeah, for $60, I'll probably wait for a sale on that. But it does look super fucking fun.
Yeah, and I've got other stuff I
Yeah,
also want to play. There's a lot coming out this month.
yeah. Maybe it's on their PlayStation Plus thing. I'll have to check that
if
out.
they were smart, they would fucking do that.
Yeah, that would get so many subscribers.
Yeah. Literally
Like
a
a
game
brand
like
new
this.
9 out of 10 game.
This game is a PlayStation love letter.
Exactly.
Like that's what this game is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a
that's true.
collectathon. Lots of stuff to collect. And that just looks like a big selling point of the game,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
And you can play as Kratos.
Which is why I want it.
So awesome.
So, along with the Hogwarts Legacy sequel coming, who knows when that will be, but Black Myth Wukong,
Before Elder Scrolls 6.
definitely before that, Black Myth Wukong DLC is in development also, which makes sense. From when I read that post, apparently they've sold 18 million copies versus Concord's 3,000.
I mean, good for them, though. Good for them. But they did
fucking
it right,
insane.
you know. They did it right. They started marketing a long time ago.
Yes. And they have not lied or
Yeah.
anything about what they've been developing.
Maybe Concord needs to somehow they need to take that and make it into a Souls-like game.
Yes.
That will get people back on
That's
board.
the formula we all need to just work on.
Dude, that's what people are fucking eating up right now.
yeah.
So
We need a Pokemon Souls like. We need fucking
I changed my vote. I want it to be a Pokemon-like game.
yeah, Sony, just make a Pokemon game. What are we doing?
Please.
Idiots.
With guns. You know, like Power World. Make it a Power World game
Yeah.
now. You know, maybe we need to start saying that.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I think Microsoft bought Power World, so
Oh, they need their own.
or
Nintendo
I don't think
has
they
theirs.
bought it, but
Xbox has theirs.
yeah.
Well, I feel
Sony-
like when you think of Power World, other than PC, you kind of picture it with Xbox. Like they're
yeah.
they're
Well, I
kinda
know
with
it's on Game
Xbox.
Pass, and it's been
Yeah.
on Game Pass since. So yeah,
So PlayStation needs their own.
they do.
Yeah.
They certainly do.
Dude, PlayStation, buy the rights to make a Digimon game and make that shit so fucking awesome.
Honestly, yeah.
Dude, that would be incredible.
Save Digimon.
Dude, save Digimon.
I don't know if they need saving, but they could definitely use some.
MDGA. Make Digimon great again.
Yeah,
That's what we need.
that's your new hat.
Red,
MDGA.
but a red hat.
Yeah.
Same font.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I seen a post the other day. It was like somebody wearing like a red hat that just had some like text on it. Wasn't anything Trump related. And then somebody commented and was like, Trump ruined red hats for me.
I mean, fair.
I mean, true. When I
definitely
see
get
a red hat with a white text, I'm like, oh, it's a Trump hat.
I mean,
So,
I bet that's part of it, right?
yeah. I mean,
It's
it's
part of why they
kind
did
of
that.
brilliant marketing. So
Yeah,
everybody relates it to that.
yeah. It's a toss of a coin. Either people are gonna love you for that, or people are gonna fucking hate you
Literally.
for that. 50-50.
True. But that's all we got for today. Any
Yeah, no, that's it.
parting words?
A penny saved is a penny earned. That's it.
Yep. Shit in one hand, wish in the other.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Oh.
What does that one mean? I think mine
like when
just
you ask
means
for
like,
something.
hey, just like earn what you get, like save. But what does yours mean?
When you're wanting something. My mom would always tell me shit in one hand, wish in the other.
That doesn't clear it up for me.
Okay, well. Sorry, dude.
It's like
It's
that.
a haiku.
It's that parental advice that doesn't make any sense, and then you just kind of grow into it, and you're like, oh, shit in one hand, wish in the other.
yeah.
But
pretty
as of
much.
right now in my adult journey, I maybe I need to think on that one more. I still don't quite get that.
Maybe you'll get it when you hit 35.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
have
not
the
quite
wisdom.
developed yet.
Yeah, I don't have that wisdom.
Your frontal lobe is still forming.
Oh. I'm being chased. The killer's chasing me.
Fucking R.I.P.,
R.I.P..
dude.
R.I.P.
All right.
But that's all I
peace.
got. Wow.
The killer's chasing me.
Ha ha. Bonk. Get bonked, bitch.
Damn, dude. I need to just look up gameplay.
Know
of
your
that.
place. Do your job. Did we ever tell you about that?